Hey there, it's David H. Lawrence the 17th, and for the next couple of videos, maybe 3 videos, this is a big subject, so I want to break it up so that it's kind of manageable, kind of digestible. Um, I love going to classes and taking courses online and going to live events where somebody on stage is teaching me something that I didn't know, or being part of a workshop where I'm learning new things about performance, about marketing, about video, about, all my interests. And I love teaching people about all of these things as well. And I love sharing the things that I think will help make you successful. I also love waving people off of things that I think might be detrimental to your success. I love sort of exploring the odd things. And I think sometimes there is the danger that if you share that kind of love that I have for learning, that we could fall prey to uh, loving learning more than we love implementation. And what I mean by that, first of all, before I get to that, there is absolutely nothing wrong at all with learning for the sake of learning. The problem comes in, I think, when you are frustrated that the things that you're learning, the things that you're being taught, aren't helping you advance your cause. You decide you're going to go take a cooking class, but you never actually cook. You just take more cooking classes. I see it with voiceover all the time. People will take voiceover classes from a lot of different people, and yet they never actually implement what they're learning. And so they tend to get frustrated because they're not moving forward in their career. And I think this is a dopamine kind of thing. This is a substituting one pleasure for the other, because I get a great deal of pleasure. I think most people get a great deal of pleasure out of that aha moment when you learn something. You go, oh, that's how that works. Okay, I got it. That gives you that sense of accomplishment that's great, because you're like, okay, I'm not confused about that anymore, right? The problem is you never quite get around to taking what you learned and you say, I got it, to, okay, I implemented that. I did that. I actually took a pan and cracked some eggs in it and whisked them and added the magic ingredients and made a really fluffy Gordon Ramsay omelet. We tend to have this lovely feeling when we're learning something, and especially when we get what we're learning, right? And then sometimes we get that lovely feeling when we actually take what we've learned, what we know, and then do something with it. But that's a pretty scary thing to get around to. It's like, oh, well, if I actually do what I've been learning how to do, as opposed to just learning about it, there's a chance I might fail. And doing it is really hard, because that means I have to choose to make that step forward and to actually do it. So I just wanted to sort of discuss that issue, that sort of two sides of the coin of knowledge, the learning of knowledge, the joy of learning of knowledge, the joy of gaining skills. But then the other side is actually taking those skills and doing something with them, honing them, making sure that you can put them to real world tests. Are you good at it? Do you need to get better at it? Are you really good at it? Can you make it a profession that you can maybe make a career? Who knows, right? So tell me if this is something that my grandfather used to call people that he would identify that had this issue. He would call them professional students, and maybe people like that, people that have a million degrees but have never really done anything with them, or someone that you see at all the workshops in your industry or all the networking opportunities, but you never quite see them taking what they've got, what they're gathering, and using it. Or you see them at these events and maybe they're not even learning, they're just at the event. That's an even tougher situation, because then you're not even knowing it. You're just in the sphere of where it's being talked about, but you're still kind of confused about it. So it can be a really tough thing to get past for some people, the knowledge of it. And I got to tell you, I have students all the time who take my classes, and I urge everybody on a constant basis to take what I'm teaching you and go put it into use. Go do it. Because the danger is you take all these classes, and then you take some more classes, and then you take some more classes, but you don't ever do anything with it. Nothing ever happens. And instead of thinking to yourself, well, I mean, what do you expect? You haven't done anything with it. You start to turn around and blame the classes or the teacher or the subject. Stupid food, stupid voiceover, stupid television acting, stupid marketing. It's too complicated. It can cause you to place blame in the wrong area and at the feet of the wrong parties. And I'm not saying you should blame yourself. I just say recognize this precipice or this portal that you have to cross and take a leap of faith and take what you're learning and do something with it. Go from knowing to doing. I actually bring this up a few times in the courses. That moment when you go from knowing to doing is such an amazing moment. So that's the first part of the 3 parts. In the next video, I'm going to share with you what I do to both myself move forward from knowing to doing, but also a very simple process, a very easily manageable and easily doable process that can help you over that hump, that can help you over the little vestibule, the den area into the real arena of doing things. I'm going to do that. But what I want to know from you first is if you watch this video and you're thinking to yourself, oh, maybe that's what's going on with me. Or, yeah, I recognized that a while back and I kind of got over that and I'm doing things now with what I'm learning. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if this resonates with you, because I would love to make a bigger conversation about this, because I think this is one of the biggest things that stop us from success. That one little moment of it's safer for me to learn more than it is to do something with what I already know. It's safer for me to learn more than to do something with what I already know. So let me know in the comments below. If you're watching anywhere but vo2gogo.com, pop on over there. We'd love to have you there. We got all kinds of things that will help you go from knowing to doing. If you'd like to join my YouTube channel and get notified when these videos come out, go ahead and click on my head there. If there's no head, there's a subscribe button somewhere nearby. If you'd like to see the latest episode I've done, go ahead and click on that frame and YouTube will play it for you. I'm David H. Lawrence, the 17th. I thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you tomorrow.